This bill is a bad bill. This bill is bad law, it's bad policy, and it's bad for democracy. There are serious constitutional questions in the bill. The text of the Constitution, Article 2, says each state shall appoint in such matter as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors. This bill is Congress trying to intrude on the authority of the state legislatures to do that. Unfortunately, I understand why Democrats in this body support it. I think there are three reasons Democrats in this body support it. Number one, this bill is all about Donald J. Trump. And nobody in our lifetimes has driven Democrats in this body more out of their mind than President Trump.
Okay, I'm going to give Ted Cruz half credit. Is this bill about Donald J. Trump? Yes. Is it because he drove people out of their mind? No. Or maybe, just not the Democrats. I mean, he drove some people out of their mind and then he pointed them at the Capitol and they went there and they tried to overthrow democracy and they killed people along the way. So I guess he's half right. But overall, he's wrong about the bill. This bill that would try to, I guess, doubly codify that you have to respect the actual results of the election. You can't just overturn it if you don't like it. That should not need to be clarified, but apparently it does have to be, is a perfectly fine thing to pass. And he was the only vote in committee who went against it. To give you an idea of how reasonable this bill is, Mitch McConnell supports it. He said he would proudly support this legislation. So that either implies that it's either super bipartisan or super minimal, I guess, for Mitch McConnell to be willing to support it. That's the thing that Ted Cruz is demonizing it. Mitch McConnell says Congress's process for counting the presidential electors' vote was written 135 years ago. The chaos that came to a head on January 6th of last year certainly underscored the need for an update. And the Senate Rules Committee voted on it. It was 14-1. Ted Cruz standing on his own, metaphorically standing in front of Trump. That's why he's doing this. He's doing this to protect Trump. That's what all of this is about. But even the other Republicans make him look like a fool on this. What do you think, Jared?
But still, this guy will say it's those Democrats that are being driven crazy by Donald Trump. Hey, everyone else in this entire vote, also Republican, voted the opposite of what you're voting for. Is it just Democrats? They can just ignore reality. He should just say, you're the hero. I'm the one guy who believes that we should continue to be able to try to implement fake electors to try and overturn an election. This thing is about Donald Trump. Of course it is. Donald Trump is the first guy who's decided to try and do something like this in any kind of history that I've known about, trying to overturn an election like this and then send his mob on the Capitol to violently push that next realm. After they tried all the fake electors thing, after they tried all of the calling of officials in each state that hinges on this vote, to say, just find me some votes. All these things, yes, there's a reason why this is about Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is the reason why we're dealing with all of these issues. We're dealing with these violent people that look to do it yet again. And by the way, there's someone else he drove crazy, that Donald Trump drove crazy. It's the guy who said, Donald, you're a sniveling coward, leave Heidi the hell alone. Were you driven crazy then? Or was that normal, sane behavior? You coward.
Yeah. When Lindsey Graham was saying that he was going to wreck their party, was Graham being driven crazy or was he accurately identifying that this guy's a maniac? I love that he thinks that that's like a masterstroke. This is just about Trump. Well, yeah, he's the guy who cooed. So yeah, it's kind of about him actually. And we would very much like to not have a coup in the future. I understand that we disagree on that. I'm against more coups, you're for a coup. I don't know, maybe we could find some sort of compromise. Half a coup, okay? An insurrection as a treat. I don't know.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.